You're listening to Mike James Rock Show with Dan and Mike.
It is time for this week's show. We're back.
Howdy.
And this week it is the 2000 Trees pre-show.
Yeah, we're going to be there next weekend.
Can't wait. We're doing the same way that we originally did it when we first went to 2000 Trees, and that's just doing the Saturday. So no camping at this one. Main jobs and whatnot, we're saving some of the holiday for some later festivals.
That's a holiday.
But so we've got an entire thing planned. But firstly, we're just going to make sure that we cut to the start of our show.
Hello. Before the next presentation commences, I'd like to take a moment of your time to advise that the following radio program contains adult humor, strong lyrical content, and scenes of a juvenile nature. This show comes with a parental guidance warning and should be played at maximum volume on your listening device.
You're listening to Mike James Rock Show with Dan and Mike.
Here we are.
We're back!
In the studio.
You knows it.
Kicking off this week's Mike James Rock Show with a band that we're going to see next week at 2000 Trees.
Very exciting.
Yes, it is very exciting. It is Pet Needs with The Age That You Were.
That is the show start.
That was fun.
Yeah, can you tell that we like Liquid Death?
We're just thirsty boys.
Yeah, no, and to be honest,
It murders your thirst.
it does murder your thirst, and I love the branding because, as we talked about on the show before, quit alcohol, but still get to feel like I'm having a tinny. It's just got water in it instead, which really suits my vibe. So, we actually this week we're going to have flash up some form of timer. Not that we haven't decided and it needs to be added in post somehow, but we're going to add a timer to me doing the set list this week, and it's even more of a challenge because we have more tracks than we normally do because we didn't do any interviews. So I might even see if I can get a countdown noise for me so that like the F1 sounds that you gave me a couple of weeks back.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Imagine it's New Year's Eve and you're in Times Square. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Pet Needs, The Age That You Were, Meryl Streep, Paddy, The Treatment, Man on the High Wire. Then we had Every Hell with Reverie, Ezetra with Shatter the Mountain, Visions of Atlantis with Armada, Belgrove with Cascading Failures, Chubby and the Gang, To Be Young, Hammerfall with Freedom, Vower with Shout, The Nightmares with Something in the Dark, Worn Out with Deeper, Cryptos with Decimator, The Entitled Sons, Jocelyn, Solence, A Banger a Day, The Funeral Portrait, Suffocate City, Fixation, Random Acts of Violence to finish.
And breathe, have some Liquid Death.
And what does the producer say? Oh,
29.41.
I got under 30 seconds!
Yeah. It's got a new track record.
Yeah, no, I'm getting it back. So the aim is every week I'm going to try and keep it underneath 30 seconds.
Did you take my advice and listen to some hip-hop? So you could spit some bars, learn how to do it properly?
I listened to Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, he can rap.
Yeah, no, I really actually
And do
enjoy
country and acting. And has he got a chili sauce?
He probably does, or
Yeah,
there's
probably.
one on the way. No,
Yeah.
he's one of those devilishly multi-talented people, isn't he?
He's just an entity. Ronnie Rink.
So on the artwork, before we take it completely away, we have the ones that we like the most this week, which are Worn Out with Deeper, Hammerfall with Freedom,
Very nice.
and Chubby and the Gang, To Be Young. Those are our favourites of the week.
And I think Chubby and the Gang should have the name of the week. What an awesome band name. That's going to be remembered.
Yeah, no,
That's the thing.
I think you are right. Apart from maybe your favourite from the first set, Meryl Streep.
That's also a really good name. It's one that will stand out.
Yeah.
So when I get hit up again going, you played us on the show a while back, can you play our new tune? It's like, yes, because I remember your name. I can't remember every band name that we played.
So what we're going to do is we still have our features, and we definitely didn't have any issues with the fact that we had preloaded our board of sounds with the features and tried to do it, and then, as always, first time using technology utterly fails. But we got all of it on camera, so I'm going to cut to those highlights now.
Oh, thanks, mate. One other feature.
Ooh, what's that?
This one.
It's time for this week's Track of the Week in association with Ramseen.
There.
Yeah, that's the one.
For those that aren't watching the highlights on our YouTube show, I had a little bit of malfunctioning fingers.
Studio fatigue.
Yes, but we got there in the end. We got the jingle to work.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's because I was gripping me liquid death too tight in one hand.
I know the feeling.
Right, let's get on and talk about this week's Ramseen Single of the Week, or Track of the Week in association with Ramseen.
Whichever way we call it, because it's known as both.
Yeah. The band are called Shade UK.
Okay.
So I'm guessing there's other bands called Shade from around the world.
One would imagine it's...
Shade Global. I have a feeling that RuPaul owns that. But Shade UK dropping their debut EP. It's called Second Skin, and this is kind of like for fans of Don Broco and Kid Bookie, who are both playing at 2000 Trees the next weekend. So I thought that'd be quite good to nudge Ramseen in that direction, and that's what we've done.
I am loving, by the way, the vibe that these guys have got in their promo picture, and their artwork is also really, really cool.
In that case, I will put the jingle on again.
Yep.
And then I'll play the tune.
It's time for this week's Track of the Week in association with Ramseen.
What happened? I don't know. So as you just heard a little snippet of, that was our Track of the Week in association with Ramseen. Yes. Shade UK with Second Skin.
Nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, and as you can probably tell from the artwork that we have had up there, another really good concept. I like the veiled sort of appearance of the person.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I think this has been good because I've wanted to talk about different artwork for a very long time, but as we found even on this week's show, it doesn't make for that great interesting listening on the radio because you can't see the facial expressions. So now you get nothing but facial expressions, like all of the good ones like these.
Something like that.
So we decided that we were going to do something that was purely for us, really, on that recovery, wasn't it? Because this man has quite the history before the rock show, as it happens, of being quite the well-known DJ.
Yeah.
And that was less in the heavy stuff and more in sort of...
No, there was definitely heavy stuff, just not guitar heavy, beat heavy.
Because you catered for like the
hard house trance
and the university parties.
Yeah,
in Exeter.
Big Beat was blowing up then as well.
There's even quite a famous story of when you were Judge Jules on a stage.
No, I broke my back with Judge Jules.
That's the story.
But that's for another podcast.
Yeah, so there's been quite a bit of history. So when we're trying to
suffer to this day for that.
So we'll probably say when we do the cover which actual of the spinal things got broken. But I've seen this man lug festival gear for like 10 years straight, so he's not letting it slow him down. I got the words out.
Medication.
So the EDM link that I'm going on about here is the fact that we wanted to play Insomnia. And of course...
Faithless classic.
And the reason why we liked it is Mike still has some footage somewhere on a mobile of them doing the quadraphonic sound at 2000 Trees when we first went. Definitely the reason that we went for that day was to catch that performance. It was one of the last times that we were on the barrier as well.
We did get right down in the front.
Yeah, pre-pandemic energy.
And when we saw them at Boomtown, we went on the barrier, and then we were on stage with them for their secret DJ set.
Yes. Got quite a bit of history with Enter Shikari. We both interviewed them a lot, spent a lot of time together. You had a bro down with them on release, with Raoul on release day in lockdown.
That was a fun lunch break.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit of love for these guys, and we thought, well, we'll just see, and we did it on the show, see whether or not there was actually a version that Shikari have put out of Insomnia.
And it's live at Brixton Academy.
So that was that should cover it. It should be here if I've done my job properly. Do the work. So yeah, that was our features for the show.
It was, yeah.
Now we're going to break to a little bit of a news update.
A news update?
A news update.
A news update. Welcome to the MJRS news from the internet.
I'm Devin Dan.
And I'm Mike James. Papa Roach have announced that they are going to be playing at Wembley Arena in February next year.
Not only are Papa Roach playing Wembley, but Palais Royale have announced that they are also doing the same thing, including Icy Star's first performance in the UK in many a year.
Accept have announced that they are celebrating their 50th anniversary with a new tour and a new album.
And Slayer fans left disappointed after attending a convention of the best Slayer convention ever, turning out to actually be a Buffy and Angel convention. So, that was the news.
It was the news.
Informative as always. Now we're just going to do our usual thing of got a track. This week it's actually been chosen by our manager for our mental health track of the week. PMA track of the week. I'm not sure what we actually...
Positive mental attitude.
Yes, rather than what I normally do, which is say it's a PMA track, and then when somebody asks me what that stands for, says positive mental health, because dyslexic, very dyslexic. But we went with another sort of vague theme, but it was actually, she came with us last year, Two Trees, when I went, and we watched this song live. It's Bullet for My Valentine with You Want a Battle, Here's a War. One of my favourite tracks by them as well, but I know that a lot of people, this track means a lot too, so we thought we'd chuck that one in.
And it's good for screaming at the top of your lungs in the festival as well.
Yeah, so that's that one. Check-in of the mental health stuff as well. I have finally managed to sort my work life out so that I'm not exhausting myself. And
Nice.
just that little bit of extra sleep, and I don't feel anywhere near as low and down in the dumps because...
Sleep is important.
Yeah, I don't want to admit it because I've rarely managed to get lots of sleep across my life. But if I don't get enough, even for me, I really struggle. So.
I always find it hard this time of the year because I can only sleep when it's dark.
And it's the longest days of the year. So a bit of a twist on seasonal defective is...
Well, that's the whole thing. It's
you get affected.
SAD, you get affected, different seasons affect different parts of it.
Yeah, I get really down when there isn't enough sun because I apparently have quite a vitamin D addiction, I reckon. So...
The way to conquer that is morning sun, which is what I do every morning as I'm driving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we also, well, he knows very well that I don't exactly have a reputation for getting up early in the morning, probably because I don't sleep very much. So that is... but Dan's mental health tip of the week, do not put much stock in my tips because we're not anything like professionals on it, but sleep is good. Get sleep if you can.
Sleep, yes.
And if not, listen to audiobooks.
Stay hydrated, maybe with liquid death.
I'm going to do what you did last week, but with Liquid Death. Look, it's entirely taken over my face.
What an improvement. Oh, we're not on the radio anymore.
Thanks for that. Love you. So we've been talking about trees, and what we thought is it's a bit unfair that we just feature last year's trees interviews because he wasn't there. So instead, what we're going to do is do a quick little bit of a highlight of all of the fun that we've had at the 3 trees that we've been at.
Roll the VT.
So we've been given specific instructions by our manager to go on camera, and then we're going to get presented with what we're doing next.
Oh, treats.
Ooh, instructions.
Read the leaflet in the packet. Don't worry. Water is on hand if needed. Oh no. To Mike, I thought you would like a little treat. I'm always up for a little treat. Rainbow paper. Yes, that's always a good treat. I do love rainbow paper.
Thank you for the rainbow paper. That's clearly the end of the challenge.
Unboxing some rainbow paper. Oh no.
Oh, the little nitro.
Even you've heard of this then.
Yes. Well, one, I believe, I actually know a little bit about the challenge that might be inside the packet.
I've heard of this. You have to eat it and then not do anything for a few minutes, is it?
That's, can you go a full 5 minutes without relief? That is the challenge. So you have to eat it and swallow it, then 5 minutes, is that?
Just because I had the download source.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's tiny. There we go.
Little nitro.
That's a lot of plastic.
So do you dare this fiery gummy bear? Signature 9 million Scoville.
Well, that's slightly hotter than the download source.
Cool. Okay. So
unfortunately, it's hermetically sealed inside this plastic, and I can't open it. Only joking. So have I got to do this now then?
Yeah. There's nothing else in the bag, I don't think. So.
Oh yeah, where is the? Yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah. So just me then.
Yeah, no, just you apparently.
Oh, it's alive.
Oh, does it have a smell? No. That's why they say you got to chew it to activate it, I guess.
I was just going to shotgun it.
Right, here we go.
Is there a timer?
Okay.
Do you need an empty mouth or?
Is it on the empty mouth or?
Once it goes in.
Once it goes in. 5 minutes from once it out. Little cheeky pre-chug. Give yourself some liquid courage.
Wet the whiskers.
Whiskers?
The whiskers.
Oh, whiskers. I thought you were saying whiskers.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, liquid death. This will be the death of me. Oh, it's quite a tough chew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's got a tingle to it.
So far, I'm going to say, because I'm actually wearing one of my favourite channels on YouTube, being Chamois Uncut. Love all of the Aussie Bear prank channels like Maitland, Jackson, Marty and Michael. And I've seen so many videos on there that by this point they're already, they're running out, they're throwing up, they're doing all sorts. Whereas...
Go.
All right. So nothing much on the tongue. You don't seem to have reacted like at all.
The eyes are starting to go.
It's okay. So we found that 9 million Scovilles gets a little bit of an eye tear, but look at how like just solid this man is on hot food. Like I've been going to festivals with him for over 10 years, and all of the ones that say this is the hottest thing you've ever tried, he just. So that's why I think Little Nitro was chosen. Still nothing?
Yeah, there's something.
Oh, again, like I have never seen anybody on any of the channels I watch eat a Little Nitro. Like, yeah, there's a little something. I genuinely. It's fine. Do we have okay, you're a little bit over halfway to go still.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, like I say, I've watched this man do this over and over, and then you started getting into like the celebrity hot sauces through podcasting. So I know that there's a Steve-O one.
Yep.
Is there a Joe Rogan one? No. Is there any others that you've had your eye on that you think you might want to try at some point?
It's starting to get a reaction now. It's been in a bit. I just can't stop salivating.
Again, externally, like I think internally you're getting your reaction, but externally it just kind of looks like you're a little bit cold.
I feel like I need to be spitting a lot.
So it's no relief. He's allowed, after the timer goes off, he's allowed to have a drink or anything. But I can say reliably that the only time that milk is in this man's fridge is if I bring it. So he has liquid death or liquid death to drink afterwards?
Feeling quite spun out and trippy now.
Still genuinely one of the most understated reactions I think I've ever seen to this so far.
Yeah, this isn't nice.
No?
No.
Well, we found that Little Nitro is the one that isn't enjoyed as much as the hot sauce, but you still seem to be doing all right on it.
No, I'm not.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the second burn. Do you feel the need for liquid death just yet?
No, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Shall we get out of the way?
Might be useful.
So, you might be able to tell from the empty chair here that I've come back to the studio just to do a bit of a sign-off because I don't think we're going to get Mike back in the chair tonight. I'm not sure if he's going to sleep tonight either. So, of course, I'm absolutely tip-top. No little sips. Down in one. Dan, did you think I'd forget about you, love producer? Well, it's not a box, so So, I did wonder what that other bag was all about, but do you know how much is in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got your back, Mike. Thank you.
Oh no. So what? Oh, and it's a wide delivery tube. Look at that. Oh, it smells.
You've got to wait 5 minutes too.
Right, okay. Might need to make sure there's a path clear to the back garden because then I could throw up in the fire pit, leaving Mike to the... Right, okay, so I'm squeezing it like a toothpaste tube. Make sure that it's... Oh, it just bubbled at me and everything. That is not okay. The whole thing?
Whole thing.
Right. This is for you, Mike. Well, I got a packet of copper there as well. Oh, it's the after.
Yes, it's all about the afters.
But actually quite nice. A little bit of a kick, but I can't help but feel that given how easy this one was for me, that Mike is scheming and plotting with the producer now to see what they can do to get me back, because that's what happened with somebody that likes hot sauce. I hate it. This though. Sorry, Mike. That was quite nice. Subscribe for more. Right, we are now 40 minutes in to the recording challenge video, and I've been given permission to actually bring the camera in.
Lost my glasses. It's not that I've given permission that you can film me now. I couldn't catch my breath for about half an hour. Good logo though, right?
Yeah, page.
I would show you the toilet, but the producer and Dan will vouch. I didn't vom. I just literally threw up, or not even threw up. I spat out the water that I drank, doing the link before the show.
And no drinks, by the way. Hi, producer. No drinks until 15 minutes in. So
and then it was only a swig to wash out the stuff. So thank you again. Today, I've been sponsored by Liquid Death today, and Liquid Nitro. You are. That's where you can put in whatever sound effects you want.
So yeah, this is where we're at so far. 40 minutes in.
Can we cut now?
Yeah, we can cut now.